I am going to have to forfeit my visitation for the next 3 days. Kayla went into labor, and we are on the way to the hospital. Isn't that early? She's not due for another few weeks. She's 36 weeks for days. So not really early. And baby was measuring big anyways. Well, I wish you all would have listened to me at the beginning of all of this. But we will see how this plays out. Hopefully whatever it is isn't too serious and baby can have a normal life. That is uncalled for. Tell daughter I will FaceTime her once the baby is here so she can meet her little brother or sister. You will need to let me know how baby is before you call her. I will not have her be traumatized by seeing her sibling in an awful state. She will not answer until you talk to her. I'm trying to FaceTime daughter. Please give her the phone. She has tried to call you multiple times in the past few hours, and you did not respond. She no longer wishes to talk to you. Kayla was taken in for an emergency C-section, and she had a rough time after that. It wasn't a good time to have daughter on FaceTime. Everything is good now though. Please have her answer the phone. Did she bleed out? That's very common for redheads. If she would have had me as her doula, she would have known that. I am not discussing Kayla's birth experience. Please have daughter answer the phone so she can meet her little brother. Well, as I told you, she's no longer interested in talking to you. The best I can offer is you can send pictures of the baby to my phone, and I will show her if she is open to it. I think it is really terrible that instead of working with someone who knows the business of labor and delivery, you both ignored all of my advice and Kayla allowed an emergency C-section. Your opinion on this subject is not needed or wanted. And that's so sad. You risked your child's life just to say you didn't need my help. If you just would have listened to me, your child would have had a much healthier and safer birth. The last time you had a baby, our child ended up in the NICU for weeks because you ignored doctor's orders. Your advice is not one we needed for our child. And I learned from that because I should have never allowed my child to be taken from me to the NICU. I won't be surprised when your son suddenly needs the NICU for no reason. Hospital births are a money scam. Hello, Kevin. This is the school calling. We are calling to inform you that daughter passed out during P class about 10 minutes ago. She did not immediately come to, so we have already called the ambulance. Is she okay? What happened? Doctor, I am daughter's father. Is she okay? What's going on? Overall, she is going to be fine after a while. There are signs of a concussion from her fall. With your permission, we'd like to get her back for an MRI to rule out major damage. Of course, whatever you need to do. We will also be doing some blood tests to check her levels and see what exactly caused her to pass out like this. But there are some concerns we have from her initial evaluation. What concerns? She is about 15 pounds underweight for her age and height. She also presented with yellowing in her eyes, which could mean jaundice. Jaundice? Isn't that an infant thing? It can happen at any age. But looking at her symptoms, I am concerned about a possible ED. Where is my baby? What happened? Why didn't you call me? She's in the back with the doctors getting an MRI done. I did try to call you. You didn't answer. The school and I both left a message. I was at the gym. I didn't hear my phone. An MRI. Why didn't anyone consult with me before doing that? They needed to ensure there wasn't any bleeding in her brain. It was an emergent situation, and we didn't have time to wait for you before she got the skin done. I mean, if she's awake, she should be fine. Lots of people on a vegan diet experience this when they first go through puberty. Their bodies need to learn how to regulate. She just needs to drink some water and eat. She'll be fine. It's not fine. The hospital has already called CPS. Why in the world would they feel the need to call CPS? Because she fainted. And how could you just stand there and allow them to? What kind of man does that make you? They don't need permission to call CPS. And I would give it if they did. Our daughter is severely underweight and jaundiced, at a minimum. They haven't received all the results back yet to know everything. You have not been properly caring for her. She is just learning how to eat on a vegan diet. It hasn't been that long. If you would have gone along with me to keep her vegan from birth instead of giving her your diet of the time, she wouldn't have had this adjustment period. You have not been giving her proper nutrition. Vegan aside, there are ways to be healthy with it, and you didn't give a damn enough to ensure she was okay. This is all on you. Is my daughter back from her MRI yet? I want to take her home. She does not need to be here. She is being brought back currently. Thankfully, there is no brain bleed, but she does have a pretty severe concussion. That coupled with her malnutrition and jaundice, we would like to keep her overnight at least for monitoring. Absolutely not. I can monitor her in the comfort of her own home. She does not need to stay here. Along with monitoring, we will also be giving her nutrients and N4 to help her body recover. It will not be an immediate solution, but it will help give her body what it needs. I said no. Tell her no, Kevin. I am bringing our daughter home. She needs to stay, Alyse. It isn't safe for her to go to your house right now. She needs medical help. Ma'am, it would be against medical advice for daughter to leave. And as I am sure you know, there is a CPS worker that will be here shortly to talk with you. Leaving now benefits no one. Oh, I'll make sure we are here to talk to that worker. But once that nonsense is over and done with, my daughter and I will be leaving. Alyse, you will not be taking daughter anywhere. Technically, it is my scheduled parenting time with daughter. She will be staying. Just because it is your parenting time does not mean you get to decide medical decisions on your own. We have to agree. Then file a complaint and take me to court. It is my time, and I say she is staying. Your daughter is about to be brought in. I suggest ending the conversation now. This isn't over, Kevin. Once the worker leaves, we will be handling this. Hi, sweetie. How are you feeling? Any better yet? Yeah, I'm starting to feel a lot better. They said that this drink they had me drink would help, and it really did. My head doesn't hurt as bad anymore. What drink? That's a Pediager. Those are full of sugar and awful ingredients. I could have made you a smoothie that would have been much better for you if they wanted you to drink something. It's good. It made my head feel better. It's disgusting and definitely not vegan. I never said they could give it to you anyways. Put that down. I'll get you something better. I okayed it. She needed it, and whether it's vegan or not doesn't take away from the fact that it's actually helping her. Please finish the drink if you can, daughter. Hi there, mind if I come in? I was just hoping to ask you a few questions if you're up to it, sweetheart. Is this about me passing out at school? It's not my gym teacher's fault. They told me to go sit down when I told them I didn't feel good. Oh, we know it's not their fault. They did a great job getting you help. I just have a few questions about you that I'd like to ask. Mom and Dad, do you mind giving us the room? No. Let them stay, please. I don't like talking to strangers without my parents with me. Can they stay? Of course, dear. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. Do you need anything before we start? Could I have another one of these drinks? I know they're bad, but they make me feel better. Of course, let me call the nurse for you. Here, baby, let me open your new drink for you. Do you want a straw? I can go ask for one. You don't care if I drink it? It's okay. Of course. If it makes you feel good, that's all that matters. But you just said they were bad for me and not vegan, and I don't need to drink them. I'm confused. Oh, never mind that. Let's just focus on getting you better and answering this lady's questions. Dear, do you feel safe at your mommy and daddy's houses? Do you have all the stuff you need there? Yeah, I do. Mommy lets me stay up late and eat whatever I want as long as it's vegan, which is good because I love animals. She would never hurt me. Dad isn't a vegan, so I know he's nice, but he isn't a good person. Can you tell me more about why you think your dad is not a good person, even though he's nice? Well, my mom told me it's okay to not like my dad and think he's a bad person. But I'm not supposed to talk about it with anyone. So I'm not allowed to tell you. I'm sorry. She must have misunderstood me. I told her that it's okay that her dad has different values than we do as vegans, but she shouldn't tell people he's a bad person. No, you didn't, Mom. You told me that he's bad because he eats meat and he lets Kayla eat meat while she's pregnant, and that will unalive my baby brother. You said that. Okay, sweetie, let's let you get some rest. Mom and Dad, please come out in the hallway with me so we can talk for a minute. I'll talk to you soon, sweetheart. Okay, did I do good? Of course. I'm not going to sugarcoat it to you. I am extremely concerned about daughter's well-being after seeing what shape she is in and also hearing what she has said just now. It seems worse than it is. She's an emotional 11-year-old dealing with a concussion. I'm sure if you talk to her after she's had some rest, it would be much better. What she said in there was not from a concussion. And her weight and jaundice is not caused by a concussion. I am going to be conducting home inspections and interviews while daughter is still in the hospital, so she will not have to be involved. After my findings, I will reach back out with the outcome. My wife is home with our newborn currently. You are welcome to stop by any time. I'll let her know. I will be staying here until daughter is discharged. Your cooperation is appreciated. Alyse, when will you be available today for a home inspection? We can go now if that works for you. I'm sorry, but I am not leaving the hospital until my daughter is released. She is my primary concern. I will not leave her here with no proper advocate. Her father is here. Is that not good enough? She does not like or get along with her father, and I feel as though leaving her with him in a hospital will only cause more distress. I know I do not have to submit to a home inspection just because you ask. You are right. You can refuse. I will document your refusal and then request an order from the judge due to daughter's condition after being in your sole care, if that is what you wish. This is an abundance of power. I will be contacting my attorney. Wonderful. Have him contact